What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am excited to talk about this product that I got from zips.com. This is the Lokithor J403 heavy duty jump pack, and it's the LiPo and 12 volt. So the LiPo is that it's a lithium iron phosphate battery, which is supposed to last a lot longer than a traditional lithium battery. So this jump pack, we'll open up the box. This is the box it comes in. So it tells you here IP65 USB ports are 100 watts, 400 lumen bulb. This is like a sealed tight, so it's like no dust should get inside of it. Water, it's okay to get wet. Water shouldn't get inside of the case. That's the box here. It tells you it has Connect Max technology, so we'll go over that in a second. It has multiple protections on it. It also has a manual override. Is there anything else on the box? No. Okay, so we'll open it up. Now this one's a 10,000 amps jump pack. All right, so you're gonna open it up. You're gonna get, safe padding. You're gonna get a pouch with the cables in it, the jump pack, and the instructions, which we will go over. It's a nice small compact pack. It's not super heavy. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's got a really nice handle that comes in and out. All right, definitely like the fact that these cables are really thick. And as you can see on the clamps, it has a wire that goes from here, it's bolted in here, and to the top. So that means both of these are going to get a really good connection. All right, it's got rubber on the housing here for a good grip. All right, and so again, this is the J403 heavy duty jump pack. All right, it's 10,000 amp, 12 volts, gas or diesel to 16 liters, 100 watt two-way fast charging. Now what's really nice about this compared to some other brands is that you can actually leave this on the vehicle and it'll reverse charge. So this isn't like your regular, other lithium ion packs that you have to leave it on there, jumps out the car and take it off right away. This one actually has a technology in it where it does a reverse charging. So here's the clamps. All right, you got nice clamps here, super strong clamps, so they're strong. You got a really thick cable. All right, so that's your positive, that's your negative. And then you have on here, another thing that's nice is on the back you have illustration here and the reason. So you got the temperature gauge, if it's too hot, if it's too cold, abnormal fault. It has warnings, reverse clamps. It shows you the icon for it, charging reminder to tell you that it's got to get charged. All right, and then it tells you voltage and automatic start fail. So it's got some warnings on there, as well as on the device itself and the booklet. All right, so we'll just put these cables to the side. So here you got your clamps. All right, so when you connect these to the car, if it's connected properly and has a really good connection, they will light up in green. If it's yellow, then you have to mess around with the connection to make sure you got a good connection. It has a battery level, voltage, warning, and again, it has different things here. So if it's too cold, that'll light up like blue, I guess. Red if it's too hot. Reminder to charge the battery. Here's your power button. Here's your manual override button, and then your light. The light is super bright, so you hit the button to turn it. You hit the button once and it'll turn the jump pack on. So you could either hit the power button or you can hit the light button and it activates it. And then you press and hold that button and that gives you the light. You tap it again, strobe, tap it again, S.O.S, and then again, off. All right, now the pack, you can hit any one of these buttons to turn it back on, and then press and hold the power button, and it will shut it off. So in the pouch, you're gonna get 3 cables. So you're gonna get your USB-C to USB-C, you're gonna get your USA plug to your USB-C plug, and then the charging connection. Because as you know, with these packs, you can take them out and you can use them if you go fishing, camping, or whatever. You can use it to charge up your cell phones and all that other stuff. All right, the front right here, you got these 2 covers. So here's the inline for the USB-C slash DC, USB output right there. So USB-C, DC in. So as always, when you get something new like this, you want to plug it in and charge it. So right there, boom, you plug it in. You put this in the cigarette lighter plug, you leave it, and it charges. It charges pretty fast too. And then here's your other plug port right here. This is the out for DC out, and then the USB-A, which would be this one. So you can connect it to that if you have to use it for a Type-C port, or you can put the other plug or whatever phone you have or whatnot. And then this one here, you can buy a plug that goes in here, and then you can charge a laptop or whatever you have charging. Alright, so when you turn it on, that will light up like that. Alright, and then you have your instructions, which anytime you get something like this, you want to read the instructions. It'll show you everything here. It shows you the packing list, what comes in it. Alright, so you have the physical product, the manual, which we're looking at, and then the 3 cords and the carrying bag. And then here you have your instructions, which tell you the functions, right? So the power button is number 1. Alright, it tells you press the power button, short press to turn it on, long press 2 seconds to shut it off. In working mode, short press will adjust the brightness. So if you press it, it dims it. Alright, press it again, short press, brightens it up. Alright, and then as I was showing you here, alright, this has all your stuff here. So look, number 2, right, is the light. Number 3 is going to be the force start button. So if you put it on and the car doesn't have enough power to kick this on, then you hit that, you press it and hold it, and you'll hear it. You heard it click. So now it's telling you that these are active and it's ready to go. Most importantly, when you do this, you want to make sure that you are connected positive, the negative to the negative, negative to negative, positive to positive. Because if you have them backwards, once you put this in the manual override mode, all the safety features are shut off. So if you put these backwards on a battery and you hit that button, expect some sparks and some damage. All right, and then here you have, number 1 is your battery indicator level, right, which is right here, so it shows you full charge. All right, number 2 is digital display, which is right here. And then number 3 is going to be your voltage indicator. All right, 4 is power indicator. All right, so you have right here voltage, and then power here for wattage, and then that exclamation point right there is a warning sign. Okay, so that's number 5. That's an error indicator. Number 6 shows you reverse in the reverse connection indicator. Right, so number 6 is right here. It's going to be that little thing there showing you the positive and then the circle going that way. So that means if that lights up, then you got the cables backwards. Number 7, like I said before, was the high temperature, the little thermostat looking thing right here for the temperature gauge. All right, number 8 is low temperature. All right, so if it's too hot, get it to a spot where to cool down. If it's too cold, bring it to a spot where it's going to stay warm. It has in the instructions like where to keep it for temperature, stuff like that. Number 9 is charging reminding indicator. All right, so that little battery right there, all right, that's going to show you that it needs to be charged. Number 10 is the startup. All right, so when that lights up green, that means that it's ready to go and you can jump start the vehicle. All right, and then 11 is the positive clamp indicator, and 12 is the negative indicator. So you see how it shows here, green, green. So if these are yellow, something's wrong and it needs a better connection. Once you put it on the vehicle, then you'll see that this will all turn green, and as long as they're all green, it's ready to start up the car. All right, so those are the instructions for that. And then you have stuff here like charging display indicator, right, battery indicator, power indicator, discharge. All right, and then you have it shows you where your ports are. Okay, and then it shows you when you're using the jump pack, it gives you all the instructions. Like, again, just take your freaking 5-10 minutes, just read the instructions always when you get something new like this, because you want to know how to use everything. All right, so this is using the jump start function. All right, how to jump start the car, make sure it's connected. To activate the Lokithor, press the power button, right, or the light button, whichever one. So if the pack is off and you hit the button, it's going to activate it. All right, and then let's see, we shut it off. If you hit the power button, it's going to activate it and light everything up, and then you're ready to go. And then it just shows you how to do everything here, right? So there's 2 methods. Again, once you connect it to the car, all right, we're going to use, obviously my car's good, it's fine, there's nothing wrong with my car. But let's say we'll just put it on here. Put it on there. And then you saw the clamps went from yellow to green. All right, so we'll take that off, put it on, and now it's green. Red is showing yellow, so that means move it around until you get a good spot. And then now look, now they're all green. That means it's ready to go, and it shows you the voltage on the car. So 12.8 volts, that means my battery is good. It's got 12.8 volts, and that's going to light up green. That means go and start the car. All right, so we'll shut that off for now because my car obviously runs, so we're going to use this on a car and you'll get to see it throughout the videos. But for right now, I just wanted to show you the connections and stuff like that. And then again, this is the manual one. So if you put it on a car and the car's battery is too low and it's not recognizing the device and powering it up to charge, like to jump start it, you press and hold that, and then it manually overrides all the safety and you get the full amperage of this jump pack. So once you do that, again, make sure that the red is with the red, the positive positive. If you don't know what positive is, look on the battery and there's going to be a plus symbol, and the other side will have a negative symbol. All right, so the negative symbol means negative, the plus means positive. All right, and again, this thing's got, like, you know, the clamps on this thing, they're strong, really strong clamps, a lot of teeth on that clamp. All right, and then it's bolted here and bolted there with a cable going from this side to the other side. So both sides are gonna have power, not like some packs where the cable's on one side and there's nothing on the other. All right, so again, it shows you for the method for the force start. You put it on, you hold the manual thing, and then it'll fire that sucker up. All right, so again, it's got the Connect Max. If you crisscross them the wrong way, this will light up and show you that it's the wrong way. Okay. Then it shows you for the voltage, right, how to do the voltage, which, like I said, you put it on, you press it, it'll show you the voltage of the car. And then the LED light, how to charge a jumper, how to use the other ports and stuff like that. Now, one cool thing about this, again, is this part right here, the reverse fast charging technology. So it tells you, once the car engine is started, leave the clamps connected for more than 30 seconds to allow the engine to charge the product, right? Once the product charging is complete, the RFCT, the reverse fast charging technology, it will automatically shut off to avoid overcharging this. So, you know, sometimes you put a jump pack on there, like I said, with the other regular lithium-ion batteries, you can't leave them on there. You got to jump start the car, take it off, and that's it. Once the car starts, disconnect it, done. This one, you can actually leave it on there and it'll recharge this. So the next time you got to use it, it'll be charged, which is really good. That reminds me of another brand that used to just jump start the car, and as long as the alternator was good, it would stay charging it. And this has a safety feature in it, so you can't overcharge it. All right. And again, then, you know, over here it shows you it's got the same codes that are on the back, right, of the jump pack. It tells you over temperature protection, wait for the product to cool down. If it's cold, low temperature protection, right? So use the product in a suitable temperature environment. Abnormal, restart the product. Clamps reverse, which is that emblem there. I'll take a picture of this and I'll put it on the screen so you can see it, but it's got the clamps reverse. It'll show you that icon. This one here is a battery, the little amber looking yellow battery. It tells you to charge it. And then external battery voltage, automatic start failed. Like, it's got its own little things. Again, it's only what, 10 pages, you know, from the first one telling you the context and all that other stuff, like content and stuff. It's super simple. But again, it's not super heavy. It's a nice lightweight jump pack, super strong. And again, my car obviously starts, so we're not gonna try to start my own car right now because it starts, and I don't want to be like, hey, look, it started, my car was dead. Meanwhile, it's, you know, I don't like to lie on my channel. I like to keep things real and keep you guys updated with, you know, the right information. And I don't want to lie to somebody and be like, hey, go buy this pack, look at it, started my car. The main reason I got this jump pack is because I want to be able to start tractor trailers without having to use multiple jump packs. So the second that I get a tractor trailer jump start or a heavy duty jump start or something that's, you know, strong, that needs a lot of power, I'm going to use this jump pack and I'm going to show you. And you guys are honestly, you guys know how I am, and I don't lie to you guys about anything. I keep it real with you guys, and I don't push products that I will not purchase myself or use myself. So again, you get the box that it comes in, you know, the nice handle that comes out so it's comfortable to hold. All right, and then you get the manual, and you get the charging cable and the other two cables. And then, like I said, if you want to go camping, fishing, or whatever, you can just get the cable that you need for your product that you're going to be charging with it. All right, so with that being said, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click on that notification bell. You get notified every time I upload a video. And again, this is the Lokithor J403HD 10,000 amp model, and it covers 16-liter gas or diesel engines. All right, and again, it's nice, small. I usually keep this on the floor, on the bottom underneath my dashboard, right on the floor, and it just stays there. And I mean, look at these cables. These cables are thick. All right, I don't know what gauge they are. Probably like a 0 gauge, 50 millimeter M2, 200 degrees Celsius. But the handles are really nice. They're really thick. They're really strong. Really nice, strong grip. And I can't wait to use it. If you guys are interested, there will be the item link in the description below where you can get it from Zips. And again, I've seen a lot of people using the Lokithor. I actually have the other one, the smaller one that has the air compressor and all that. I keep that in our family vehicle for when we got to do jump starts, or if I got to put air in my tire or whatever, emergency light. I keep that in the family van, and I've been very pleased with it. I use it on jump starts on cars, or when I got to do semi trucks, I bring that one with me to use with other jump packs. But hopefully this one will replace all my jump packs. And a lot of people I know, they use the 5,000 amp on like cars, vans, some pickup trucks and stuff like that. Really good. But again, in this case, I wanted the 10,000 amp because I need something strong for semi trucks. I'm tired of bringing, multiple jump packs with me. I got to bring 4 jump packs with me just to start a semi truck. So this is supposed to handle that with just the one. So we're going to put it to the test. And the second I get a chance, I'm going to try to jump start a semi truck with it. And I will give you the raw footage of it, me connecting it, the clamps, the whole 9 yards. And like I said, I will always tell you guys the honest truth. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I'm not pushing the product to be like, hey, go buy this right away, whatever. No, I'm showing you what I got from Zips, and I'll be using it. And again, you're gonna get my honest review. If I hate the thing, you're gonna know that I can't stand it and I hate it and I don't recommend it. Or if I love it, I'm gonna recommend it and tell you guys to get it. All right. And again, Lokithor has been out for a while. A lot of people use it. I know there's a few YouTubers that I personally know that use it. And they have the 5,000 amp, and it works great for them. So I'm only gonna imagine what the 10,000 amp will do for me. Alright guys, so as always, thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it. If you did, smash that thumbs up. Click on that subscribe button. Click on the notification bell so you'll get notified every time we upload a video. Huge shout out to Ashley from Zips for sending me out this product so I can test it out and do what I gotta do with it. I'm super excited and I can't wait because you guys know I'm tired of bringing 4 jump packs to start some semi trucks. So again, this is the 10,000 amp jump pack. So you already know it's gonna pack a lot of power. And as always, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the video, and God bless. I will see you guys on the next one. And all the items that I've been talking about lately, the links for them will be in the description. There'll be a link for zips.com. You can click on that and search whatever you want, or you can check out my recommended items. That'll also be there, each individual link. I'm always updating it, so I'll be adding more stuff on there. I'm going to create a list for like recommendations for flatbeds, what I would personally have on a rollback if I had a rollback, and what I used to have on rollbacks when I worked for other companies that had rollbacks. I have a whole list. I'll put all the items down below. You guys can check them out. And maybe I'll make a video on that one day when I get a rollback. I'm working on a video for the wrecker, walk around video of all the stuff I have in it, because you saw the last time I had a bunch of stuff. Now I got more stuff, so we're working on a bunch of stuff. So stay tuned, and as always, God bless. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Also, go check out Zips and subscribe to their channel. See you later.